Super excited to run through the Sonic Airdrop and show you how the Sonic Boom program works. Lots to cover, right? So what we've done is we've launched diamonds. I'm going to go through that. I'm going to cover exactly what we've done there. Then I'm going to go through the Sonic Labs details and I'm going to cover it in steps there so that you're fully across the program by the end of it. We could go on for about 10 minutes here. Not sure exactly, but I'm going to start here. So you come into our UI, you're going to start to see diamonds everywhere, right? They are our way of basically gamifying and incentivizing people to come and utilize our app, and also a way for us to calculate how we give away our gems. So what I've done is I've basically done a Medium article here for you, which goes through and explains exactly how our system works. We are guaranteed 8,750 gems, right? And that's a lot of gems because I believe there's a lot of S wrapped into these gems. We don't know the exact number, but there's lots of people speculating, and I'll probably speculate a little bit further in a post or something like that on Twitter. But at the moment, there's 1.417 million unallocated gems as well. Now, that's about 85% of the supply. So a lot of people have focused on the 8,750 that were awarded to everyone, but they didn't realize that there's so many more up for grabs, right? Now, I'm going to show you how that works in a minute. What we did is we created a dynamic allocation strategy. So we created a way for us to facilitate us distributing our diamond token out into the market, and whoever owns it at the end will be the ones eligible for our gems, however many that is, all right? So they're building up on a daily basis. We're getting more and more and more gems as we're deployed on the Sonic ecosystem as a native protocol. And we'll go through all of that in a minute. But the main thing that you want to get across here is the diamonds, okay? There's 10 million that we've minted, and 100% of the gems will be allocated based on your share when we take that final snapshot. And we're going to do that at the end of the program, which ends in June. So there's a bit of time, but there's a lot of S available here, guys. It's huge, and who knows what the market's doing then, who knows the value of S, and who knows the total value of this airdrop. But potentially it could be huge, right? It could be... the way that this is designed is really to stimulate the network and just really build it up from there. So I think you're going to be surprised exactly what comes out of this. It's going to be a massive airdrop. All you need to do is participate. Now, what we're doing is we're basically distributing 9.7 million of those diamonds, and they're going to be distributed along like a farming yield curve. So what you've seen before. So we're going hard up front and we're pushing them out early to really stimulate the system, and in turn that gets us more gems. So effectively what that does, it amplifies the effect of our diamonds and makes them more valuable, so to speak, right? But what we did to really, so firstly the distribution, 75% goes to the blue chip, and this could vary at times. We could adjust it depending on how the market plays out. And the final 25%, that goes to bribe matching people that come along and bribe. So realistically, there's a full boosted asset list, right? There's a few more assets than are just here. I don't think this includes every single one of them at the moment. But if you have both of those paired, they're the type of... if we pair both of those together, that's what we're labeling as blue chip liquidity, because they're going to get maximum points, right? Because if you have them in a liquidity pool, you're getting points for both sides of that liquidity. Now, when people come along and bribe, they're only the USDC.E side or the WS side is getting recognized, and we're still going to bribe match because we want to help those people out. We want to give them some stimulus there. Now, so you look at all these token assets and then look at the multipliers, all right? Because I'm going to run through that soon as well and show you how it works. But the multipliers are really, really big for you to understand how you can maximize your airdrop, maximize the points for your favorite protocol. Now, what we've done is we've really amplified it with our tokenomics. So we've taken a bit of the meme style program and effectively giving you a way to, if you hold your token, once we distribute it to you, then you're going to start to get a bigger share of the pie. And you can speculate, you can come in and buy it, and again, you're going to get a bigger part of the pie. Now, why is that? Because we've implemented a 6% sell tax for burns. So whenever anyone sells the token, it's going to burn immediately 6%. So we're going to start to see the supply from that 10 million come down. And that's going to mean that you holding tokens are now going to get more of the airdrop just by sitting there and holding there and seeing the total supply come down. We've also got a 7% tax for the reflections. So what's a reflection? A reflection is basically whenever someone sells, you end up with 7% of the tokens distributed across all the other people holding. Now we've excluded contracts like the addresses like the one that will be distributing the gems, so they're not getting extra diamonds, sorry. So you, especially in the early days, you're getting more and more and more of these diamonds through these reflections. So we've had some people coming through the Discord going, oh, I've got diamonds and I'm getting more of them. What's going on? Well, that's because the reflection is there. So whenever anyone sells, it then scoops it up and it just allocates that across to everyone else based on the 7% that they've given there in that sales tax. Now, why is this unique and why is this sort of innovative and a way to gamify it? Because it incentivizes people to really just get involved and use this as almost a receipt token and accumulate more of it so that you can get as many gems given to you at the end of the program by supplying liquidity on our DEX. Now, we'll take a snapshot, but again, this is all happening in June once we get through. Now's the time to accumulate diamonds, right? Now's the time to get your piece there. You can either just farm them, you can buy them. There's going to be multiple strategies and we're leaving that open to adjust it around as needed because the market does change. 6 months is a long time, right? Or 20 weeks our distribution schedule is, and you can see it sort of rolls down here. So heaps exciting. Now, let's go on to the gems explained because I want to show you exactly how the Sonic points and gems work so you can get a bit of an understanding, and then that will help you really understand the power of the opportunity that's presented here. So if you come along here and you see Gem Season 1, as I said, there's 1.68 million gems in total. Now, there's 262,500 pre-allocated, but the other roughly 85% are ready to go. They're up for grabs for everyone else to get. And I'm not sure everyone's aware that they are, especially if you're just playing around the network. You're probably not aware. You think, oh, my favorite protocol got 8,750 gems as we were allocated. But there's so much more opportunity. There's another 85% of them as you participate, provide liquidity, then those gems are amplified and given across to you. There's 85% still on offer, right? Now, 32.5% of the first airdrop will be given directly to the Sonic Boom program. So, you know, we can speculate all day how many that'll be, but that's going to be a lot of S that then wraps into this 1.68 million gems. So, the other thing to know is that there's like a category list as well. So wherever you put your tokens, there are weighting for those. So you can get across that, see where that works, and see where you can maximize. But going into a DEX, you're obviously going to be earning pretty good on your liquidity, whilst also earning points. Then you've got the Sonic Native, which if you're exclusively available on Sonic, which equal is, then you get the number 2 weight as well. So you're amplifying everything, right? Now, I'm going to show you how the points work in a moment for just passive points and then application points. But let's just have a look down here at the point score and how it works out. So the Sonic points that are generated by your app over the total Sonic points generated. It's pretty simple, right? It doesn't get more simple than that. So if you generate 10% of the Sonic points in your app over the total, then you're going to get 10% or 168,000 of those gems, right? So it's pretty simple to work out. Depending on how many points you contribute over the season, divided by how many points in total, that's what you're going to get, okay? There's some calculations, but I do recommend just going onto the blog.soniclabs, go in there, have a look, and there's these 2 good articles. The next one I'm going to go through because it's got some other pretty cool info that I want to show you because there's actually 3 methods to earn points, right? So the first one is the passive points. So you need to hold those white-listed assets, which I showed you before. Those assets are all rated and they've got certain multipliers, right? So you choose where you want to go on the risk schedule there, what you think the most value in providing is, right? Now, those passive points are just for you sitting there. Now, there's 67.5% of the first airdrop will go to those passive points, okay? So you're just holding them in your wallet. Except for there's a few that are not on the list, but even that's explained in how the gems work. They've got to be in applications, but you can just hold USDC, S, staked S. There's lots of different, or that's STS from Beats. You can hold any of those tokens just in your wallet, and you're going to get passive points, right? Now, where the fun comes is the activity points, because when you provide to a dApp, that's when you move into the activity points situation, and you're going to be doubling your points. So if you just hold them in your wallet, you get 1 point times the multiplier per dollar. But in this case, when you get those activity points and you put them into your favorite dApp, then you're doubling your points automatically. So straight off the bat, and there's the other multipliers that work with that as well. All right. So that's your activity points that are coming through to you for participating there. And then you're getting the app points, the gem points. So that's basically what I went through and how our diamonds will be replicating. So don't only think you're going to be earning diamonds. You're earning diamonds, you can participate, you can speculate on the diamonds. There's so many things to be done on the network. I sort of think of it like introducing this whole crazy world of DeFi, which Phantom in the past was well renowned for DeFi itself. What we've done is we're going and taking that to the next level. I think you're going to see some really exciting things on the network, and really it's about just trying to be creative and come up with ways to stimulate that DeFi activity. All right, so as I showed you before, the whitelisted assets are there. These are the boosted multipliers. Very, very easy for you to work out exactly what you're going to get. And think of it like this in simple terms, right? Oh, I've got USDC, I've got $100 of it, times 5. Oh, that's 500 points for the day. Times 2 because I put it into an app. There you go. I got 1,000 points for that day because I had it in an app. So if you try and break it down simply, I think they're incentivizing you to put it into apps. That's why they're multiplying. They're adding the extra points for you. And effectively they want certain assets on the network. It's very, very obvious what they want on the they want on the network by what they're giving as a multiplier. So I think it's very, very easy for you to work that out. But definitely go through, if you're not on the Airdrop points dashboard, jump on there yourself, connect to My Sonic Labs, put it with your wallet address there. You'll see how many points you have. Now, the activity points aren't quite live. I believe they're going to come very soon. Hopefully this explained it all to you. I'm going to do lots of content around this. I want to show this over and over and over again. I'll do it in smaller chunks as well. But at the end of the day, it's a huge opportunity. And if you get yourself across it, get excited, then you can really earn.